So you guys have been requesting a Cardi B house tour, and here it is. We know that Cardi B and her man Offset are one of the rap power couples of the moment, and the two of them together obviously means double the success and money. Enough for them to build or purchase any mansion that they want. We also know that wherever Cardi calls home, it'll also be home for Offset and their baby Culture. Cardi B has over 50 million followers on Instagram at the moment, and she's only 26, soon turning 27 years old. Her fame happened pretty quickly, but she's definitely adjusted quite well to living the good life. It's been impossible to find Cardi's exact address online or where she's living exactly right now, so she must have some good security. It seems like she keeps that stuff pretty private, but we do know that even though she spends a lot of her time traveling and touring, she has a spot or two that she calls home, and her living spaces are definitely nice. We also know that Cardi and Offset are excited to create their dream house now that they're parents, but Cardi and Offset haven't built or purchased one yet, at least as far as we know. They had to put plans on hold for a few reasons, and I'm sure the breakup they went through was one of the reasons too. But now that they're together and everything is good again, I think that they just made some money moves in that direction, which we'll talk about a little later. Cardi is different than a lot of other celebs these days because she isn't living in Los Angeles. I mean, she's probably out there a lot, but she spends the majority of her family time in Atlanta and New York, it seems. Based on recent investments, I think that her and Offset plan on staying in Atlanta too. Hey guys, it's Kara, and we've been trying something a little different here on this channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Cardi B's home and give the details of her house tour. Since Cardi and Offset are still working on their mega mansion and dream home plans, we're going to talk about Cardi's previous spot, the New York house she got for her mom, and Offset's home in Atlanta where the family currently lives. If you like this idea, I'll make more house tour vids. We also did one on Sniper Wolf's new LA mansion and Ariana Grande's homes, and we'll have links to those at the end of this. I've also been reading all your comments, and I'm gonna be responding to some at the end of this video. I need you to let me know who to do next in the comments down below and whose home you'd like to see. So when Cardi and Offset weren't together, where was the star living? After Culture was born, Cardi apparently spent a fair share of her time living in a mansion in Buckhead, Atlanta. Even though it was just temporary and she was renting it, it was special because Cardi spent a lot of her first months with Culture in that house.
Baby, my baby, my baby, oh no, oh no. Culture, do you love me? I'm your mommy. I remember when I had you with Sonny.
That's the bedroom in this house. Real estate in the Buckhead area of Atlanta, Georgia varies, but it's definitely not cheap. Buckhead is considered an uptown district of Atlanta, and according to Wikipedia, the residential area is made up of mostly large single-family homes situated among dense forests and rolling hills. It is among the most desirable and wealthiest place in Metro Atlanta. Okay, so clearly it's a fancy-ass neighborhood. The spot that Cardi was living in particular had 7 beds and 6.5 baths and sat on almost an acre of land. There was a large and gorgeous kitchen and elegant foyer, and outside a high-tech pool and jacuzzi that was Bluetooth equipped so you could adjust the water temperature with your iPhone. Cardi did share some moments in this Buckhead house on her IG, like when she was welcoming Culture and shared her flower arrangements. That was the same living room. I love both those bouquets, but I'm really feeling the MILF one. One of the more unique rooms in this home is the piano room, which we also saw on Cardi's IG when she decided to give a little show of her singing.
Late at night when all the world is sleeping, you stay up and think of me.
There's also, of course, a security gate and safety features that were fit to protect the star and keep her privacy. Anyways, I'm not sure how long Cardi was actually living here, but after her and Offset got back together, she of course moved in with him again. The Buckhead home is available to rent out just like it was before, even for short-term occupancy, including a Super Bowl visit or party. If you want to purchase this house, apparently it's on the market for $1.75 million at the moment. One home that Cardi wasn't as private about was the house she recently bought for her mom, probably because she was so excited about it. Around the end of 2018, Cardi posted on IG a video showing off the home she got for her mom in New York.
Happiest day of my life. Last year I was so thirsty to buy my mama a home, and I could only afford a house that cost $600,000.
Cardi said that she wanted to buy one for her mom last year, but she could only afford one for $600,000, which wouldn't really cut it out in New York. And she wrote in the caption for these videos, Stay down till you come up. It's always been a dream to buy my mother a house. Last year, I was so thirsty to buy my mom a house, but the ones I was interested for her weren't at my price range. I worked, and now I'm here. Thank you everybody who supported me to make my childhood dreams come true. Buy my mama a house. So I'm not sure where the exact address in New York is of the home, but we all know that everything is damn expensive there. Sources say that Cardi purchased this house for just under $2 million. From what I can see, the house looks huge. Cardi said on her IG that she loved the basement and also showed off an empty room with red carpet that looks like it could become a home movie theater. She said that she was looking forward to hosting holidays with her family in this house as well. On top of all the spacious rooms, we also know that there's a home gym. We've seen Cardi in the house a lot, like on her IG Live.
Oh, I forgot how to turn this on. Oh, hell no. How the fuck? Let me think this one. Put myself far. Gotta put myself far because I ain't trying to get wet. Wait, I'm scared. I don't like big showers like this.
Which also makes me think that Cardi got this house for her and Culture to live in too. We know that New York is her original home, so it makes sense that she spends a lot of her time here. And she also purchased the house around the drama with Offset or just before, so some speculate that Cardi could have been living here as well until the two reconciled. Cardi was also showing a bunch of her clothes and a room that was acting as a closet for her, where clearly she was living, and it appeared to be this house.
All right, y'all. Yeah, oh yeah, his shit is huge. It's like fucking clothes after everything. Jesus Christ.
The interior there looks the same as the New York house. You can tell by the staircase. So who knows? My thoughts? I think that Cardi lives here when she's in New York with her mom, and then the rest of the time lives with Offset in Atlanta. What do you guys think? So what are Cardi's living arrangements in Atlanta then? Since her and Offset didn't buy a new house yet, Cardi and Culture are apparently living in Offset's Atlanta mansion that he had before. According to Rolling Stone magazine, the home is an endless white mansion flanked by tall trees, and there are enough six-figure cars parked outside to form a small town parade. I'm sure half the cars are Cardi's as well because we know she has a handful of nice ones, even though she can't drive. I don't know the exact address of Offset's house or how the interior looks, but from the sounds of it, the family has more than enough space and privacy. Atlanta is not your typical celebrity home destination, considering most stars live in LA or NYC. Clearly, real estate wouldn't be as expensive in Atlanta as those spots, but I don't doubt that any mansion Offset would purchase would be big enough to cost a couple million or more. Cardi talked about living with Offset in Atlanta last year. She said that Offset is never comfortable in New York and he loves down south. He told me to move in with him in Atlanta. I stayed in his house a couple of times, but it's so hard to live there. He decided though that we're gonna build a house in Atlanta, and that's the house that we're gonna raise our kids in. But my job is in New York, always, so I can barely spend time in Atlanta. So I guess it's good that Cardi has that New York spot she bought for her mom as well. It's all starting to make sense now. But from the looks of it, Offset made his mansion family ready and prepped it all for Culture while they're all living there. He even set up her fancy crib.
I want to thank Thotiana for this beautiful crib. It's so beautiful, so big. I didn't want her to set the crib up until we moved to our official home, but Offset set it up while I was in the hospital, and it's just so gorgeous.
So what's the future for Cardi and where is she planning on living?
We're trying to buy a house in Atlanta. We've been trying to buy a house forever, but we just don't got the right pick. Hey, y'all, say hello to my husband. Husband, you better say hello to my live.
What's happening?
When Cardi was on live talking to Offset about their home plans, she explained that she wants her own spot in New York and to get their family home in Atlanta.
I'm almost closing. But we also in the process of trying to buy a house in Atlanta because that's where I'm going to raise Culture at. Like right now, she's okay out here in New York, but like once she's 4 or 5, we out. We moved to Atlanta, so we trying to buy our right now.
Look at the master, bro.
Ooh.
So although they were house hunting for the perfect Atlanta mansion for a while now, I don't think the pair has bought any one home or found the perfect one.
So me and Offset, we've been house hunting for a year and a half. We want the perfect house. We were thinking about building a house, but our dream house will take about 3 years to build, and we cannot wait that long because we have kids. So we finally found our dream house, and we couldn't get it because by the time that all the papers got approved, somebody got the house.
Although Cardi said it'll take them about 3 years to build their dream house and they can't wait that long, I think now that might just be what they're doing. Recently, Cardi and Offset have been making some money moves and bought a bunch of property, half a street actually, in the Atlanta suburb Jonesboro. Jonesboro doesn't seem like an expensive area, with some smaller houses on the market even selling for under $100K US. In bigger cities, that would be unheard of. Sources say that Cardi is listed as an additional buyer and Offset is listed as the main one on the records, and the developer apparently doesn't know yet what the couple's plans are for the land. It says that Cardi and Offset forked out just over $200K for the 5 houses and a plot of property on a tree-covered street. I don't know about you, but that price sounds super cheap to me for all of that. There are still tenants living in these homes at the moment who also don't know what the deal is. Right now, they just have Cardi and Offset as their landlords. If the two do plan to build a mega mansion here, I guess they'll have to move out. One of the homes was $57K and isn't lived in, while the others range from $38K to $48K, and a plot of land that was $9,600. The homes are made for inexpensive living and look pretty small, so I doubt that Cardi and Offset would ever live in those. I'm guessing they thought this property would be a good investment for the moment and make a nice size of property to finally build the home they dreamt of, considering they haven't had much luck purchasing one. And it's still in Atlanta, so it would check their boxes of where Offset wants to raise the family. We also know that Quavo has bought a bunch of real estate close by in Georgia too, so maybe Migos is just buying up the whole area. So although Cardi skyrocketed to fame in a short amount of time and is at the top of her game, the star hasn't forgotten where she came from. Growing up poor in the Bronx, even though she's now a multi-millionaire, she still wants to be careful with her money and her investments. I think this is one reason why Cardi hasn't rushed into buying a mega mansion just yet. Now that the family seems more stable, I assume that her and Offset are finally making actual moves to building the house of their dreams. Since Cardi grew up in New York and spends most of her time there for work, I don't think she'll ever give up her New York real estate or lifestyle. This way she has a home base for her family where Offset wants to live, as well as a home in New York. The best of both worlds. You already know that when she finally builds her dream house, the mansion will be epic and well worth the wait. I wouldn't expect anything less from Cardi. I guess time will tell if that's what this plot of land in Jonesboro is for. And once that happens, we'll have to do another house tour for sure. Okay guys, so I'm gonna read out some of your comments from past videos. On our Cardi B updated before and after, Kim McLennan said, "Great, love, so cool. Thanks, Kim. Hope you keep watching our vids. I'm glad you're enjoying them." From our Nikita Dragon before and after, this user, who I can't really tell what their name is, said, "She used to look like Bretman Rock." Honestly, you're not wrong. I thought that too at first, especially when seeing Nikita's boy photos. And the two are like besties, so whenever I see content of them together, I think they look like brother and sister. And on our David Dobrik house tour vid, our boy Skittles Boys said, "Skittle Boys in the comments. Much love from Skittles Nation. Good vibes only. He has a gumball machine in his home. That's awesome sauce." Always love your comments, Skittle Boys. You're so consistent. Gonna keep shouting you out, that's for sure. Alright guys, that's all I could find on Cardi B's home, or homes that is. I look forward to reading what you guys think about her spot, or if there's anything I might have missed. If you guys know more about what Cardi's dream home plans are, let me know. Would you move to Atlanta if you were her? Leave some more comments so I can respond to you guys and let me know some other celebrity houses you'd like to see. I'll see you next week with some new videos. Bye!